Well, the fellas, they delighted the home crowd, and after the thrilling victory, there was a celebration going on in the dugout, and it spilled over into the clubhouse. With that said, come on in. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer, and this a new and improved and exclusive look as the fellas filter into that winning clubhouse. Back-to-back wins over those Minnesota Twins as they cement another series victory. A 9-run W, 10-1 in the series finale. A whole bunch of Northside high fives going around, and it is time for us to get this show on the road. This is Cubs Postgame Live. I'm Cole Wright alongside the 17-year big leaguer Cliff Lloyd. We talked about it on the very onset of this series. Can't let the Minnesota Twins come into town and leave above 500. They came in and they left the exact same way, 2 games below, Cliff.
Yeah, you know what? I think the big thing today was they came out and jumped on them, right? They scored all 10 runs in the first 4 innings of this ball game. Shota was amazing. The offense with runners in scoring position was 6 for 10. So you look at all the positives of winning a series. This is what this team can do, right? When you talk about opportunities and how they present themselves for this team, once they get them, they have to drive these guys in. They did a really good job of it today. Allow Shota to get into a really good rhythm. We talked about this Twins team, struggling against lefties. 1 run against softball. So I think that in itself is staying true to what you do. Shota was off the charts. And the defense behind them. A couple double plays, some really nice plays in the field. And they took advantage of some bad baseball by the Twins defense.
Yeah, the Cubs' effort all around, very coordinated, like my man Cliff. Red shirt, red appointments on the Cubs hat, mushroom belt, mushroom vest. You know exactly what we're talking about. Let's get it moving and check out our insurance play of the game, presented by Insure on the Spot. And who are we giving it to today? It's Nico Hoerner. He has been on an absolute heater as of late in the bottom of the 3rd. It's that hometown scorer's discretion. This would go in the books as a 3-sacker. Bushy, Breggy, Happer, they come home to score, and that's when the floodgates officially opened up. It was 6-zip, Cliff.
Well, he came out hacking, trying to ambush first pitch, stayed in the bat, fouled off some tough pitches, and look at him, right? He's making us look good. We talked about him in pregame, put him up there on the board, showed some things he's doing right. And it's not about the averages, it's about the bats and how the bats have changed as far as seeing the baseball, getting his A swing off, letting the ball get deep, and doing Nico-type baseball, because when he's on, these are the numbers he can produce and help this team keep winning.
Yeah, when over half of your knocks of the 8 go to the big field or opposite field, that's when you know that you're seeing the ball really well, letting it travel, and that's exactly what Nico Hoerner has been doing. A 6-15 clip over the last few ball games right here, and that earned him a one-on-one with Elise. Let's feast.
Nico, obviously you practiced that play in the 9th. Pass it to Dansby, he makes the play.
Yeah, I'd rather be able to get 2 outs on that on a ground ball with the runner on first, but nice play by Dansby.
8 for 13 in this series. What's working for you after the break?
Just hit some good line drives. Obviously nice when those fall, and felt good.
The triple, what are you thinking when it gets by the center fielder? Because you can kind of see it unfold in front of you.
I was thinking I should have probably ran harder out of the box, and maybe would have had a shot. Triple was not on my mind off the bat right there, but fortunately we got some runs out of it.
You want it inside the Parker?
Yeah, maybe next time.
The at-bats in front of you, how did they shape your plate appearance just because they were seeing a lot of pitches?
Yeah, just the quality of that bat was so good today. I think, we had the 1 homer early, but score that many runs just on hits and walks, and great at-bats with runners in scoring position, and it's a real collective effort, and nice job.
And Shota, 7 scoreless. What can you say about his effort today?
Unbelievable, and it's interesting how he started using pitches differently towards the end of the game. He's always thinking and working, and it's been a real joy to watch, so he's amazing.
Thanks, Nico.
Yeah, thank you.
Nico, Elise, good stuff. Nico said on the 3-sacker he should have ran a little bit harder out of the box. Cliff Lloyd, he ran hard out of the box. How many times? 38 times, 38 career triples for this dude right here. And Nico, the one thing that we've seen, not only is he letting the ball travel, it seems as if those at bats, they've slowed down just a tick.
Yeah, it starts with, how the mindset works on deck. And when you're walking up to the plate, he always has a mindset of runners in scoring position. He's going to utilize all 3 of his strikes in every opportunity he gets, especially when he's going right. So I'm going to go pitch by pitch real quick, Cole, and just show you what I mean about when he's in that phone booth. We talked about phone booth. Look at the swings, right? He has a plan. He's trying to execute. He's trying to drive that ball to right center. The velo is 96 from Matthews. He stays on the pitch right. I thought that was the toughest pitch of the at-bat. When you talk about stand on it, and then he hits this ball, which is a mistake, up in the zone. It gets out there past the center fielder for a triple. And I just feel like he now is seeing the baseball too good to struggle again. Once you find something, especially when you're a special player like Nico, you kind of can slot it, bottle it up, and keep it going for a long time.
And when you get knocks like that, that gives you just that much more confidence. That ball could have and possibly should have been caught if you're looking at it through a Twins perspective. But for Nico Horner, that goes in the book. 3 RBIs, a triple. His batting average continues to trend in the right direction.
Yeah, it's always a tough play. I mean, you and I was watching it, right? We thought maybe if he got a better jump, or maybe he did, if he wasn't indecisive as far as diving for that baseball, he might have been able to dive and but you're always thinking as an outfielder, right? If that ball gets past me, then we have a problem. You can't play that way. You can't play, on the other side. I won't say scared. It's more defensive, right? When you're defensive, and they're missing Byron Buxton. Byron Buxton is that dude that takes chances in a lot of particular situations. He's dealing with a hip situation now that he's not with the team. I thought he'd be back by now. But that play right there is a tough one. So in between, especially for the center fielder, right at him. Fortunately, it worked out for the Cubs.
Absolutely, and the offensive onslaught, it worked out not only for the Cubs, it also worked out for today's starter, Shota Imanaga. We're going to today's pitching matchup presented by Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer. And that man, well, he was throwing it through a peephole. 7 innings, 6 hits, 0 earned runs. The swing and miss, well, he only had 4 strikeouts and the 1 free pass on 99 pitches. But when it comes to being the picture of efficiency, Shota Imanaga once again goes out there, throws the kitchen sink at the opposition. And if anyone feels fantastic about his outing today, well, Shota feels good, but his skipper, Craig Counsell, he feels equally as solid. Let's listen up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts with Shota today with seven great innings. Just on the attack, lots of strikes. Split finger was excellent today. So anytime you get 7 innings from your starter, you're in good shape.
A bunch of us are sitting there in March after Shota's start in spring training. He says that the key for me is to control the damage and make sure that when I do give up a home run, it's a solo shot. It seems like he's been in pretty much good control there the last 5 or 6 starts.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's done a really good job of controlling the damage for sure, and that's without walking people, which I think is harder to do, right? So I think when he does that, he's going to have success. There's no question about it, and I think that's what we've seen the last 5 or 6. You're right.
Seen get some double play, and obviously gets the fly ball outs, but
yeah.
On the ground.
Yeah, I mean, we played a good defensive game, for sure. Pete made a nice play. The double plays were a nice play. Even in the play in the 9th inning that Dancy picked up for Nico was a nice play. So, those add up. They just make the pitcher's job easier, and we're doing a good job of that.
7 starts now. He's got a low 2. Just had that rough stretch right before that. What's been the biggest difference in this period that he was able to fix the
Yeah, I think I'd go back to what Bruce said. Is probably he's done a really good job limiting the damage, and it's important, right? I mean, the Shota is going to give up home runs. That's the nature of his arsenal. But you have to, when they come and how they come, that has to be a part of it. And he's done a really good job of that. He is limiting the home run right now, but I think the walk limitation is also I'm a big fan of. Doing a really good job of that. It's a good start.
What does it mean to you to see the concentration that your players still have in a blowout game in the 9th inning, like the plays that were made in the 8th and 9th? Bregman said that's what this team's based on.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you put out a lot of really good defenders on a team, I think that's the type of player that you're going to get. They value outs everywhere. Bases, offensively, defensively. They know the importance of it. They take pride in it. Saw some examples of it today.
And Bregman, to see you just can continue to do well.
Yeah, I mean, the swing in the first was really good. A couple other hard hit balls for sure. Hard hit balls yesterday. So, yeah, he's putting some good swings on the baseball and driving the baseball as well.
Pedro Ramirez had 3 scalded balls today. What have you been seeing from him that's getting into this point?
Well, we haven't seen much of Pedro, so I put him in the lineup a couple days, and he's responded. He found some holes, and then he hit some balls hard, and so he's doing good. Look, this is a young player who had a very young player who had a great AAA season, and we're a little landlocked to get him at bats. But he kind of finished the first half not playing a lot, so he's getting a little opportunity. He's found some holes and had some good at bats.
One more, before the game, you mentioned Aaron Savali would be here the next couple of days. Is there a travel issue that he's facing, or is it just?
He's got 72 hours to get here, and that's how the player should have that right. He just got his life changed.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Greg.
Well, Craig hitting the nail on the head. And hopefully our bar locator is doing the exact same thing because, yeah, bars, they are pouring right here in the Wrigleyville neighborhood. And Cliff, where are we going? Right across the street from our Marquee Sports Network studios, Yaxie's, 3710 North Clark. Let me let you know if you're hungry right now.
Wait, have you heard their wings?
Cliff will recommend them. First things first, some of the best in all the city, and the slices of pizza. Woo, next level, just like that man right there, Nico Horner. We know how good he's been. Yep, 8 for his last 13 coming out of the All-Star break, and that is deserving of some Northside high fives. Doc Grizz and the whole gang making sure that everyone feeling welcome after a colossal win. A 9-run victory, 10-1 over the Twins in the series finale. They lock it down. We'll continue to tell you more about the dub. That's next right here.